Gosh, Jem, make a Hermitcraft video, why don't ya? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. It's good to see you in this new year of Season 10. You join me today as I am preparing for a build. And so, if you don't mind, I'd like to make a video for you to watch, and then you watch it, and then everybody benefits. Okay, deal? Deal. Morning.
How did you do that? You just appeared. Hi.
Hey. I have a question, actually. How close could I build a really big fish to your base before it would annoy you?
A really big fish?
Yeah, like, say, not that big, like a medium-sized fish.
Okay. I will answer that by saying the number of gears and sprockets on the fish will allow that distance to become will allow that distance to become much closer.
Okay.
If your fish is mechanical, he can be right next door, anywhere you want. No, honestly, like, I would leave, but my minecarts will break. Very close is fine.
All right, I'll stop bothering you. Now you get back to stream. I'm gonna start collecting lapis blocks to build this fish.
Oh, do you need some? I have lots and lots of lapis.
Really? Like endless amounts? Because I've been trading with a cleric at 12 a bit.
No, don't do that.
Ah, I'm stuck! What happened?
You're in the noodles! You're dead! Nobody goes down there and lives!
I didn't mean to get in the noodles! Oh no, how did it go so poorly?
Alright, yeah. You can help yourself to whatever you want there.
Oh my god, how did you get so much?
Well, I've got a lapis trading thing, kinda, sorta.
I've been sitting here, it takes me like, it takes me a Minecraft day to get 20.
How long do we have to talk about this? When you need some, just come steal from Tango, right?
I didn't think you'd have lapis, to be honest. I was gonna steal the emeralds to trade the lapis, but I didn't think you'd just have the lapis. Do that.
Just go straight to the source, yeah.
Oh my god, okay. I'll give you back your emeralds.
How much do you need? Do you need more?
No, this is good. This is definitely good.
Okay.
It's not that big of a fish.
All right.
You know, I'm restraining myself here.
Perfect then, perfect, yeah.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Can't wait to see it.
No, you're the best. Goodbye.
Robotic fish.
I'll think about it. Yeah, so the plan today is fish related. More fish. At the moment, we have our two beautiful fish around the lighthouse here, but I wanted to do some bigger ones around our fortress. I think having two big flying fish on either side of this is going to do a phenomenal job of setting it apart and making it look, well, you know, a little bit more unique. Now, we are going to have to use our imagination here because obviously we are not over an ocean as I originally intended this build to be. So these fish are something that our fisherman who just came in from sea on this little boat here is sort of hallucinating. And we're gonna keep that in mind throughout the build. Over the last couple days on the server, I've been slowly gathering up some materials, and I've noticed we actually should probably go to the shopping district and fix our shop situation. I haven't actually restocked any of my shops in a few weeks, and yeah, these shops, they do well. They do well. Let's see the clay shop. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're rich. Now the coral and pickle shop. Pickles, 1 stack, I mean, not bad. And okay. Whoa, there's actually some coral sold. We got 2 stacks and 1 diamond. I am assuming not a single person has bought a trident, but I'll check. I will check. Oh, all right. I'm wrong. People have bought tridents, evidently. You know, I have actually done a good thing here. Last time we were here, you may have seen that these were broken, but I put mending on all of them. So, slight investment, and it did up the sales. I'm gonna call that a success, I think. It means we officially have 43 blocks of diamonds. These shops are doing surprisingly well. We need to do a restock soon. You know what, actually, maybe I'll do a quick restock now before we get going on the build. After all, we wouldn't want to miss out on any sales. Let's go. As you can clearly see from the top of this palm tree, I have conveniently marked out the location of 2 fish that I would like. I've put a little bit of dirt scaffolding there, and also actual scaffolding, and hopefully using this, I should be able to easier, build the floating fish in the middle of the air. But now I have to confess something. I have actually planned these builds out in creative mode. So let's head over there so I can explain the process to you. Hello and, hold on. Hello everyone, and welcome to my fish building tutorial. This right here is a fish spine. We're going to be starting today by just building a simple line. I did this with a world edit command. You could do it however you want. Get a line going. Mine's a little bit curved because it makes it a little bit fun. I want it to be curving around a castle, okay? After we've got the line in place, I want this to start looking a little bit fishy. So the first thing that I do is start marking in a tail fin, because that way, mentally, I know that it's a fish, and I just find that that helps a little bit. And then from the tail, I know that I can begin on the actual width of this creature. I'm going to be doing that in two different colors, the top in diamond and the bottom in quartz. Literally just going along my flat line and making everything a bit wider to start giving this fish a bit of shape. You're gonna notice, of course, the area around the tail is gonna be significantly less wide than the area around the fish's belly. This, of course, makes sense. I'm looking at some pictures of real fish while I'm doing this, and I'm, trying to make it at least somewhat accurate. Right, that'll do. And then once you've got this really awkward flat shape, all you're gonna do is just start widening it. So I'm gonna start by going in straight along where I originally had that line and just add extra blocks on both sides. We don't actually have to be too picky about the shaping itself because we can go in and refine that later on. It's just about really getting down a good base for your fish. If you could vaguely tell what it is, you're on the right track. I recommend looking at an actual picture of a fish for this. It will help. You just kind of need to know roughly, even if you're not trying to make it the most realistic. It does help to be looking at a fish. In my case here, I'm looking at sailfish and swordfish images and illustrations. It's helpful. Now, we have officially upgraded our pathetic little line to a much more narwhal adjacent shape, which is great because I'm trying to build a sailfish or a swordfish, and I think we're on the right track. The next step, probably the most exciting, we're gonna start adding the fins. It's gonna start looking like an actual fish. For this particular fish, we're gonna want some fins on the side like this. Working on a bit of an angle, but again, things do not have to be absolutely perfect in this stage. They just have to be good enough that you can kind of tell what's going on. Don't be afraid to really build on an angle with these. Organics can sometimes really benefit from being built on weird angles that you would think kind of won't work, but they absolutely will work, and you should do them. Now, you'll notice we have somewhat of a coherent shape here. It's looking like a fish, and you're going to be mad at me, but this next part is sort of a build the rest of the fish part. You gotta add your coloring, and you gotta really refine your shaping. Every single block here matters. The smaller the organic, the more each individual block really makes a difference. So we just have to spend a lot of time and hours in here making sure that every block is in the correct spot and is the correct color. And something really important when building organics, okay, you're gonna really wanna stare at the build. And not just from one angle, because it's really easy to only look at it from one angle. Okay, this is not a YouTuber's thumbnail. This needs to look good from all the angles. So we're gonna stare at it. We're really staring at it. And then we go in and we fix all the little things that we might have saw while we were staring at it that just weren't quite right. And it does just take... It takes a while, I have to admit. I don't have an easy step here that's like, oh, this will guarantee that your organic definitely looks good. It's sort of just a time thing, okay? You gotta put in the effort, you gotta look at your references, and you gotta spend some time staring at your fish build. Well, it's a fish in my case. Maybe it's a dragon for you. Honestly, this same exact method probably works on a dragon. I'm pretty happy with this though for right now. So what do you say we move back to Hermitcraft and actually build the builds on the server in survival mode? Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. Oh, I log back into the server and it instantly starts raining. Oh my goodness. Right, well, let's time lapse, shall we? see threads on the Hermitcraft Reddit asking why there's never any rain on the server, and I feel that those people must have never watched a Gemini Tay video, because I personally think that it rains on this server too much. Why rain all the time? I guess I don't play enough with B-dubs online, as he just sleeps through it, but my gosh, it rains a lot today. This is like my third rain in this session. Anyways, I digress. I now have a fish that I think it looks gorgeous. I particularly love the way that it looks from Skiz's POV here. I think that's fantastic. Oh my gosh. And then of course, we have to look at it from Scar's POV. Scar, by the way, working on the zoo, looks phenomenal. And I actually think me having a fish across the way weirdly fits in. It doesn't not fit in anyway. It's gonna look kind of cool together. And yeah, I mean, granted, my organics, they could use a little bit of work from the side view. It's maybe a little bit awkward, but I like it. I like it as a sailfish. It's not perfectly accurate to real life sailfish, but it's close enough for me, I think. The next fish that I'm going to be building is gonna be just over here. So it's gonna be a little bit higher than the other fish, and they should hopefully kind of balance each other out. Of course, from Tango and Etho and Pearl's POV over here, you'll really only see this fish mainly. I guess you can see that fish right now. I feel like this will be covered up with trees though eventually. So it's gonna be interesting to have like a 360 view of this castle. I feel like it's worth noting while you're watching me build this that in these particular builds, I am using Litematica. That's not something you see me do a ton on this channel. I try not to just straight up build with Litematica, but those time lapses that you're seeing where I'm literally just building layer by layer, that is in fact me using Litematica. And the reason that I'm using it for this build is actually because I built these fish a long time ago. I was just in the mood to build one day, but I wasn't necessarily in the mood to survival build, so I hopped in a creative world, had some fun, tested out some different fish designs, and it was a really good time. I don't know what Exuma is sorry for. Oh, the server crashed. Right. Yeah, it's sort of one of those instances where I was having fun in Minecraft off camera, just like building up some fishes, and I decided they'd look good in my Hermitcraft world. So it's one of those times where I am just straight up transferring a build from a creative world, which, you know, I agree it does take away from the survival aspect of building things, but I think there's a balance to be had there where, you know, sometimes it's fine. Anyways, here's the time lapse of me building a swordfish on the other side of the sailfish. I had a lot of fun designing this. It is basically the sailfish design, but slightly altered to be a bit more swordfish-like, and I enjoy how it turned out. Both fish are officially in place. Yeah, you see what I did there? Yeah, we have a sailfish and a swordfish. And listen, I've taken some fantasy sort of liberties with these. I don't know if they are actually yellow and red, probably not. Kind of saw that sort of shading in an illustration, and I thought that it would look nice to have a pop of color through them. And just in general, I think they look really cool. It takes this build in a much more unique direction, which I think it was kind of needing. I've been looking at this build a lot from over here. This is Green Space, obviously, and I really am noticing that I'm lacking right here. And so I think I'm gonna make that my next project for today. This is an area that I really widened in the beginning of the season. You may remember, like literally all of this under the water right here was land at one point, and we kind of both carved it away to have a bigger bay here. But I'm thinking now I should probably make this into an actual beach or some rocks or something, you know, get back into the terraforming of it all, and also change this tree to be palm trees. I think that would really help us. It's kind of like doing a puzzle, like you know how you do the edges of a puzzle first. I feel like I'm gonna do the edge of this and then work my way in towards the fortress. At least that's how I'm justifying jumping around a lot in my projects, but really, it's just how my personality works. Now, before I get too distracted diving into another build project, I notice right now that Impulse is online, and I do believe he's also doing a build project right now. And as someone who was just very focused on building, I kind of want to see if I can mess with him. Now, one of my favorite genre of things to tease Impulse, Skiz, Tango about is how unobservant they are sometimes. And so I'm going to just grab a bunch of blocks And I'm gonna see if I can build alongside Impulse. Because I know right now he is time-lapsing. Because he told me he's time-lapsing. I'm just gonna try to grab a few blocks that kind of match the vibe that he's going for in his build. And maybe some quartz, some bone blocks, sure enough. Yeah, let's see if we can figure out where exactly he's planning on building. Ooh, hold on. I think I saw him. And then we're gonna try to build alongside him, okay? I need him to make some progress before we do that. I need him to actually start building, but once he's got a build, I figure maybe we'll go on the inside or something and make an interior. I don't know. I just think it'd be funny if he doesn't find it. I don't know. I don't know how sneaky I can be. We'll see. Yeah, he's just getting started. Just barely. Okay. So I'm just going to watch and see what sort of blocks he's picking and then try to go home and match those blocks, kind of match his vibe. He's got some shulkers going. Oh my gosh. Let's get a better view. Oh yeah, his buildings are so tall. He'll literally never see me up here. Once he gets kind of a structure here, we can start planning how we're gonna pop on the inside of it. Because I assume he's doing the exterior. It seems like a lot of these buildings, he does the exterior first. All right, I gotta admit, that looks really cool in the fog. I think the fish helped that a lot. Sorry, I'm getting distracted from my impulse watching, but it's a nice sunset, you know? He's still building. Don't worry. Look at him go. Wow. Look at him go. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. He's so gonna be able to see me here. This is not safe when he turns around. Ooh. This place is insane. Great for hiding, to be honest. He should be just, oh. Ooh, look at that. I did not see that from my POV. It looks like a hospital. Oh yeah, look, he's up there. Okay, I've decided I'm gonna start my mission with something a bit easier. I'm just gonna kind of build alongside him. Maybe outside the build that he's currently doing. I just have to pick my timing so carefully because he goes to those shulkers so much. He's gonna find it really hard to see me in here. And for my first mission, I'm just going to make myself a little table and I'm going to have myself sitting at a little table. And I think that that will be cute. Okay, quiet. He didn't hear that. No way he heard that. Oh, look at him up there. Okay. Careful. Easy. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Run. Okay. He's spending some time at the shulkers. I don't know if he saw that or not. I'm really kind of scared. Okay. He's still going. He's so focused on what he's doing. Look at him go. Oh, he made a mistake. Oh, impulse. Right as I'm watching. I have to be careful he doesn't see my wings. Okay, there he is. He's building. Hold on. I got a couple more things in. Oh, I misplaced it. Okay. Where is he? He's back up there. Oh, man. He builds so fast. Okay, he's back down at his shulkers. We have a moment. I put me, my head. What to do, a pose? Sure. Apply a pose. There we go. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. There I am. Okay. I'm calling it. That's one success. I'm gonna go get another hermit head and see how many I could place. Yeah, this is a good plan. Okay, I got 2 more armor stands. And I have a skiz. And oh, I have an impulse. I have a scar. I think I have a bunch of tango heads as well. Let's do a tango. Okay, I'm gonna do skiz and tango, having a campfire somewhere in his build, right next to him. This is gonna be very obvious. Campfires are loud. This is like the ultimate test. Wonder what he's gonna work on next. Oh, I think he's going over to that side. Oh, that's kind of perfect for me. Wait. Don't mind me, impulse. I'm just putting out some logs. It's fine. You're not gonna notice because you're impulse. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. He didn't notice. Okay, I know we break that one. Careful. Break that one. Okay. do this. We do this. Take go. Skiz. Campfire. That is extremely obvious. Oh, it's so obvious. He is working kind of opposite me though, which is gonna benefit me here, I think. Ooh, ooh. God, he cannot decide what blocks he wants in his inventory though. He keeps coming back. Okay, poses. I'm gonna do joyous. Okay, and then poses. We'll do stargazing. Yeah, nice. Okay, we've got Tango and Skiz having a campfire, and we've got me sitting on a bench. Hopefully he doesn't notice it while I'm away, but I'm gonna fly home just for a second. Let's grab an Etho and a Scar. I don't know how many more of these we can pull off, but I'm gonna keep going until he sees. I mean, I am finding it a little hard to believe that he hasn't noticed that yet. Okay, I think what I need is a new angle. Gotta come around the other side somehow. I do kind of wonder. The problem is he goes back and forth so much, but I think I could get under this. You know what? We might be able to. These are really loud blocks to be mining. Really hope he has his block sounds turned down. Oh yeah, now I feel like a proper spy. Oh, here we go. Oh. I did not know there was already a hole here. Ooh. Well, you know, he's got redstone under here. The thing is, if he's using Lightmatica right now, there's a potential that even when this quartz block is broken, it kind of looks like it's still here for him, because that's kind of how Lightmatica works, but I don't know if that's actually what he's using. Oh, it's stressing me out. We're fine. He's so wiggly. Just gonna kind of block his view with a block that he's already using. Okay. He's down, and then we're gonna do that, and that. We're gonna do pose, that, and that. These guys are sword fighting in Impulse's hospital. That's probably how they ended up here. There's like waiting room chairs. Uh-huh. Look at them. They're just hanging out in the hospital. It's fine, Impulse. You build up there. I'll build down here. Everybody's happy. Okay. I've done it. We did it, I think. We've got an Etho and a Scar. They're not hidden very well, but he's gonna notice. Obviously, he's gonna notice soon. I'm impressed I was able to pull that off. Maybe he really is oblivious. Maybe I could do even more. Truly fascinating. Hi, Impulse.
Hello?
Do you like the decor?
What are you doing here?
I've put myself in the bin.
Gem, why are you in the bin? You are not trash. Get out of there.
I wanted to help you build. It's been so lonely on here.
Oh my goodness.
So I've been helping you build.
Oh, look at that. I've been building so long. We've got some stuff sprouting up.
Yeah. And also there's been a campfire started over there. There's a little cafe over there. And there's a sword fight on the inside.
What? Gem, I'm not even done building. How did you... Wait.
You're very focused.
am. I have a big building to build. What are you talking about? Sword fight on the... What is going on
They're having a
here?
little sword fight. It's fine.
This is supposed to be a hospital. Well, I guess if you're going to have a sword fight.
Well,
I
it's
guess
the
having
perfect
in
place to
hospital
do
is a
it,
good way.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. If anybody gets hurt, they can get immediate attention. What the heck? Jeff, I just been building away. You've been down here just doing armor stands and decorating while I'm building.
Yeah. You see,
Really?
you got a little gem over there. And then
see
a
any
Tango
of
and
this
Skiz over
happening.
here. This one I thought you were gonna catch me because it is a literal fire.
Yeah. Yeah, no, super focused. As you can see, big building. Big building.
It looks beautiful.
Thanks. The 2 walls I've built so far, it's coming along. Thank you.
You're doing great. You're doing great. So focused, so oblivious. I love it.
You know, I came down to get a restock of materials out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, is something different down here? What the heck? How long have you been here?
An hour or something.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. Maybe I should get back to work. All right, if I'm gonna work on this beach over here, I think we have to get rid of this guy. Hey, dude, I don't even know what's in here. Oh, a Nautilus shell. I might actually need that. Otherwise, though, I think we'll just tow... Can I tow him? Oh, I can. Perfect. Okay. Come on, then. I'm just gonna bring you over here, if that's okay. Oh, you've gotten out of the boat. Oh, this is not... I've sunk the boat. Okay, well, that's happened, I guess. That's okay. Give me that back. You know what? That's probably fine. Now, for the beach itself, I'm just gonna mark out a few rocks, like I always do. I really like breaking up a sandy beach with rocks, and it fits in with what we already have here. Let's do another rock here, maybe. Obviously, I'm gonna texture these. Don't panic. So it's just kind of getting the placement of them in and figuring out the curvature of this terrain along with it. That could kind of work. We're also gonna get rid of this tree, but I'm gonna go ahead with some jungle wood and just mark in kind of a new tree, and that'll be a palm tree here. Palm tree there, palm tree here, probably. Yeah, something like that. And just curve this terrain a little bit. Ooh, and on this like weird little cliff here, of course, we'll put a rock. Oh yeah, this will be great. And this is the point in the build where I just stopped talking and put my head down and started building. I'm so sorry, the YouTuber in me left and the Minecrafter took over. I just started building. But realistically, this isn't a very big area, and I didn't actually go into that much detail, so it only took me about an hour to finish this off. And of course, I topped the whole thing off with a couple of palm trees. Thank you for hanging out with me while I built today. I really like our additions to the base. This beach is going to need a few more details, but I kind of wanted to wait before doing that because there is a chance that I'm probably going to add a structure somewhere down here. So I don't want to get too invested, but I do like the palm trees, and I love our new fishy friends. You know, I'm usually partial to dragons in builds, but I'm realizing really any big flying organic is good for me. And with that, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you are all having a fantastic start to 2025, and I'll see you in the next video.